I knew this day was going to come eventually. One UI 8.5 on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Let's dive in and go hands-on with this build of One UI 8.5. Welcome back to SamMobile TV. You're here with Daniel, and we have One UI 8.5 on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Crazy, honestly, that we've been able to get hands on this. So whilst we have it, let's show you what to expect on the 2024 flagship from Samsung and One UI 8.5. Now, we have done quite a bit of deep diving into One UI 8.5 on the Galaxy S25 Ultra. And on our website, we've also looked into the Fold 7. So it'd be interesting to see what comes across to the previous versions of Samsung's flagships through this update. So you can go check out our deep dive on the other versions if you want, but let's go into this one and sort of look at it from a fresh approach. The first thing you will notice is, of course, the refreshed quick panel. So the notifications are dragged down from the left, and then you've got the quick panel refreshed on the right. That was the same as One UI 8, except the quick panel can now be customized. And that's a big deal because the other one was so fixed. Now you can literally press this edit icon and reorder and organize anything you want. So if you have an S24 Ultra and you liked the look of that quick panel, you don't need to upgrade your phone to a newer model to get access to this. So it means you can customize the size of things, reorder and position, drag things longer or bigger if you want them to be. Things like the brightness toggle and the volume toggle can be made to be vertical. There's just a lot more that you can do now with these toggles, and you can sort of move them around to where you want them to be. Now, I'm not going to assume that it's working properly. The S25 Ultra, when that launched, had a lot of bugs. And by launched, I mean we got access to it because it technically hasn't launched yet. So I can just make sure before I hit out of control to save what I've done, just in case it's not working properly. But I think by now we should be okay. Hit out of control, and there we go. You can then bring in anything from this list and drag it into a quick panel toggle there. And then again, I can expand them out into 2 or 1 tile, depending on my preference. And there's a really long list of things that you can add in here. You've got accessibility, utilities, you've got sound. If it's already been added, it'll be grayed out and you can't access it. But you can, of course, access the ones like this one here, create note, and move that into play there. And what's great too is if you don't like a toggle that you don't use, you can just remove it. So like this one here can be removed. This one here can also be removed. And then you can add in ones that you maybe want to use, like take a screenshot, put that one in there. Or if you want to access song search, chuck that in there too. And then I've got 2 more spaces to fill. Let's see if I can fill them with something. Let's see what we've got here. Maybe I want to, well, because this still has S Pen Air actions. Oh, that one didn't want to go in there. All right then, fine. How about I just expand these back out to be bigger? There we go. There's your new quick panel for One UI 8.5. I love that Samsung changed this with 8.5 and it gives you more freedom and flexibility to do what you want with the quick panel. Looks way better. The other big headline with One UI 8.5 is settings. So when you go into here with settings, you will see that Samsung have removed all of the names from settings. So it's now just this clean settings menu. And that kind of leads into the whole overall aesthetic that they've changed within especially Samsung apps. You can see with here, they've got the search bar in this pill-shaped icon down the bottom here, meaning it's going to be easier to reach one-handed at all times. And the scrolling and interaction with the settings has also sort of changed when it comes to the animations and the way they're sort of gradiently blurred out things as well. That style has sort of made its way across to other apps. So you've got the phone dialer, which has the iconography and the pill shape of the menu item down the bottom. And you've also got the contact cards added in here as well. But that sort of is now starting to siphon its way out to all of the apps. So you've got the gallery here, which has got the pictures, album, collections, and menu, which is kind of this pill-shaped menu. And when you scroll through the gallery as well, you can see that pill-shaped overlay sort of starting to litter out into more places, like the search icon and the 3-dot menu up the top there. Even when you open up a photo and sort of zoom in on the photo, you can see that pill-shaped stuff is sort of starting to be everywhere through the software. That has also been integrated into My Files. So we have My Files also being updated with that new visual change. You've got the new icons, more circle-shaped stuff there, and you've got the categories being more concise. I think that's Something I've noticed about One UI 8.5 in my time with it with the S25 Ultra is everything is sort of more concise. It's not spread out or there's different categories or it's very visually overloading. It's kind of balanced a lot better from a visual standpoint, but also from a functionality standpoint, because it's sort of lit, again, back into the settings is littered throughout everywhere. The battery menu has changed to be, again, more concise and everything's a little bit more visual. The device care menu is the same thing. That's also changed to be a little less visually overwhelming, but give you the information in a more concise, categorical way. And they've also added in this new one in here, block apps with excessive ads. And that's one that was in the latest build of the S25 Ultra too. And here it is here on the S24 Ultra, where it'll actually analyze notifications on your phone to determine whether they're ads and blocked if they're frequent. So you can turn that on. And if a notification is seeming like an ad, this will block it. I like that a lot. But again, you can kind of see that sort of pill-shaped effect sort of be put through the menu, the settings, the apps. It's kind of everywhere. And by kind of everywhere, I mean it's not everywhere. So it's not 100% coverage yet. So apps like the clock don't have access to this yet. They've still got the old school menu there. And even if you go into things like Samsung Health, it's now got to go through its whole setup process again because it's the first time going into it since setting up One UI 8.5. This is my wife's old phone, by the way. And it's was sitting on One UI 6.1 when I got it and found it. Oh, come on. Okay, you can see Samsung Health has not yet updated to that new sort of pill-shaped look as well. So obviously this is a build that isn't meant for public consumption, so it's obviously not ready yet. Another indication of that is the camera. So I'm a big user of two camera modes like that I love. One of them single take, the other one dual recording. If I dive into the camera here and go into the More tab where they normally would sit, they're missing. I don't know why they're missing. It's a little bit irritating that I have no explanation at this stage. Luckily, I still have phones with One UI 8 on them and those features are there. So word to Samsung, please reinstate these in future builds of this because I'll be upset. I'm sure there'll be a few others as well. But speaking about what's new in the camera, not just what's not here, Pro Video mode, you've got these little toggles here to be able to make it a clean visual. And you also have that same toggle existing in Pro Photo mode too. So if I scroll across here into Pro Photo mode, you'll see that same toggle for a clean preview. Other than that, the camera settings has been redesigned. It sort of, again, goes with that cleaner, more minimal look. They have removed things out of main menu items and sort of give them their own blocks and categories. So rather than you needing to go into video format and everything's in there, it's sort of now just under this heading, videos. And you can go in and you've got log video there, you've got high bitrate, toggles, but then you've got audio options in its own menu as opposed to being part of that menu. So zoom in mic, audio playback, none of that's new in terms of toggles. They're just now in separate places. What is new to the main camera settings is save to external storage. Where that wasn't there on previous builds, it's here now because previously it only lived inside Camera Assistant and it is still there. No, it's not. Not in this one. It is still there on the One UI 8.5 on the Galaxy S25 Ultra, but maybe it was never here. And this is new to One UI 8.5 on the S24 Ultra. You now can save to external storage for videos. Cool. I feel like it was there though. Doesn't matter. It's here now. Everything else about the camera settings though remains the same. This has changed name only. Function's still the same as what it was before. It's now called Photo Enhancer with different names as to what it was before. Other than that, camera's the same. From a Galaxy AI standpoint, we have all of the big hitters here. You've got the Now Brief, Audio Eraser, Drawing Assist, Photo Assist. It's all here. Actually, I'm going to be curious to see Photo Assist on the S24 Ultra. It got made the same, but I want to see if the changes that they brought in to the S25 Ultra are here. And it is. Yep. You've got AI Eraser here. So let's just go ahead and remove maybe that sign there. Yep, that can go. Hit erase. Because with the S25 Ultra, you can, go back and keep editing, and then you can see previous history as well. You want to see if that's the same here on the S24 Ultra. It most certainly is. Keep editing, and then you've got a history. Okay, fantastic. So the S24 Ultra is getting a lot of the stuff that the S25 Ultra has got for One UI 8.5. Great news. So that's One UI 8.5 on the S24 Ultra. As things progress, we'll keep you updated. Make sure you go check out our website for more information, more in-depth stuff as well. We'll always try and keep you updated every way we can. go visit our socials, hit subscribe to SamMobile TV, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.